So this is a big moment for me. I'm going to the Netherlands to attend my parents' 60th wedding anniversary. And a while back there was a show at Theatre Urban with the various quilts, and this piece has really caught my eye. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the auction, but Lisa Fox-Valdez is, what is your function out there? You're a co-worker with Delana Bowen, the executive director?
Yeah, I do outreach and do some coordinating for the center, and I was tasked with doing outreach to have people participate in the Community Quilt Project, which ended up being an exhibit at the gallery. And this was one of the beautiful donations we had that hung in the gallery for about 3 weeks before the auction that you refer to. So this piece was just donated to us by someone who heard about what we were doing. Many of the other quilts were created as a result of workshops, that kind of thing. And gatherings in different community centers, but this particular one was gifted to us.
Wow, that's a beautiful piece. As Lisa was saying, that lots of people caught their eye and they just stood out and looked at all the details. I just want to show you this. The piece is called Under the Sea. The artist who did the quilting calls it a practice piece. Her name is Sandy Baikan. Baishkar, okay, sorry, I can't pronounce that. She lives in Surrey, Surrey, BC. There's 30,000 stitches, maybe more in this. And she calls it a machine practice piece. The original design is by Laurel Birch. And maybe you can unfold it and you can see how beautiful it really is. Just right side up. That's really good.
There it is.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
I did try and contact Sandy, and I told her about the story of how the quilt has traveled from hand to hand from the exhibit, and how it's being delivered to your parents in the Netherlands. And I would imagine she'll be, very honored to hear the story. She hasn't responded yet, but some people don't get their email every day. So I'll definitely pass along any information she gives me.
And I will definitely take a picture of where it's eventually going to come to hang. In my mind, it's perfect for us to indicate the way to the bathroom, or possibly if you have a sun deck or anything like that. But I think if you have at the end of the hall, that's usually where the bathroom is, right? It's kind of a dark spot. If you can brighten that up by this piece and a nice light there, I think that can do so much for them. So that's what I see in it. Also, my daughter is very much into the sea world, and I hope that eventually she will inherit it, because she was born on a shellfish farm, and she wanted to be a marine biologist like I was, and that's, my heart's always been with scuba diving and sea life in general, so it's very fitting that I got it for this occasion, I think. To brighten up my parents' new home, because I haven't seen it yet. And the rest of the family says they don't need that many more things in their life. They have everything. But I mean, this is one of a kind, And I think if it can brighten up their space and it can remind them of the fact that they have family, who emigrated and lives in Canada, I think that would be a lot. So.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much. It was so good that you actually ended up buying 3 pieces, and I was so disappointed I missed the auction, and I told Delana about it, and Delana got me in touch with Lisa, and Lisa offered to sell it to me for the same price she bought it for. And I think it's worth a lot more than we paid for it, all the work that went into it, and definitely worth every penny it's spent on it.
It's interesting, it's such a pleasure to be part of the Community Quilt Project, and this is one of so many wonderful interactions and community connections that have been made as a result of the Community Quilt Project. So I really thank you for contacting and being interested in the Community Quilt Project, and this is a real treasure, and I'm so glad that it appeals to you, and that it's going to the Netherlands.
Is there going to be another one soon? Because I checked it out on the internet as well, and from what I could find, this was the second one.
It was the first. Yeah, it was the first, and we are looking at the possibility of having it be an annual event, but we haven't confirmed that entirely. So we'll definitely continue with fabric art workshops.
So next year, folks, around October or so, keep your eyes peeled for possibly another quilt auction, and you can buy some beautiful Christmas presents, but not this one. A lot of beautiful other pieces there though. And so that's at the Interurban Gallery. It's also called the Downtown Eastside Centre of the Arts.
That's right.
Is that going to stay at the same location?
Well, we're actually hoping to have a location where we can run some more programming and expand on what we're doing and gather community through art, through creating art, sharing art, and also raising money through art to make it a sustainable project for all of us. So we hope to. I mean, the Portland Hotel generously sponsors that space for us, but we do have to work around the times when the gallery is open. So we hope to use it in the future, but we definitely hope to have our own office and our own space for programs and projects in the future.
Maybe a W2? Or maybe it's the other.
Well, who knows? Who knows what's going to come down the pipe? We're a brand new organization, so.
Yeah. You could associate with SFU. W2 is more into media arts, which is where we are going to be.
Right.
But I hear that the former Pigeon Savings Bank might become an art gallery run by the Portland.
Yeah, that would be very, very appealing for us, but it remains to be seen. So
that will be just across the way from the Interurban. That's Pigeon Park, as we call it, or Pioneer Square, as you might find it on the map as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Pleasure.